Well guys, welcome to another trip series. Now, very, very excited about this trip. This is actually a big bucket list item for me. I've been wanting to come here for maybe close to 10 years. Now, I won't tell you where we are at the moment because I want you to meet somebody who's sort of invited us along and is leading this trip. So before every big trip, starts at the mechanics to get a service and get a look over the car. So I'll head back to a couple of weeks ago at AGD Auto, and I'll see you back here in a minute to introduce you to someone. So guys, we're probably about, 4 weeks out of this trip. So this is a nice big trip, as you would have seen just before this. Probably would have been on the road, so I wanted to do the same as I did in the Shark Bay trip. Skip back to the preparation. So I'm in the preparation stage now. Of course, here at AGD Auto, the guys are just, I've never felt so like safe with people looking after my car. Because he sort of picked a few little things, you know, like I'll be honest with you, I don't know, a lot of you out there might look down on this, but I've never sort of kept track of, you know, when my new bearings and that have gone in. It's really great because Aaron sort of tracks when they need to be done. It really drives a lot better for that reason. And it is really comforting to know that Aaron and the guys here, and the other guys here, I'll introduce you to them later on, absolute champions. They all specialise in Toyotas. So basically AGD pretty much want to move on to Toyotas only. So that even makes me feel a bit more safe, I'll be honest with you, because it's what they know. They do it every bloody day. So let me, the next bit of this video, I think I'll run by what needed to get done in preparation for this trip, because straight away there's rear wheel bearings, and he's done a nice big service for me, but there's a couple of little beauties that have been added to the engine bay, which I should have done years ago, I'll be honest. And I want to introduce you to the guys that work with Aaron as well. Actually, before that bit, I should let you know that Matty from 4 Explore, I'll put his handle up here, he's one of my best mates now. He's part of the crew. And when you see him getting his car serviced here, you know you're going to be in good hands, because he is absolutely anal as when it comes to anything to do with his car. So don't take my word for it. Absolutely take his, because that's an expensive bloody car. I mean, I said to Aaron before, my car is making this workshop look dirty. But no, you can definitely trust this guy, and actually trust that good-looking fella over there. But I'll introduce you to him in a minute. Guys, so I wanted to mention to you guys, but it's probably better that Aaron here explains, because he knows what he's talking about. Simple as that. So, tell us what happened today. I've got a big trip coming up, as you guys know. Again, man, what happened today? And also tell us a few issues or whatever popped up.
Perfect. Hi, people. PDP diff breather kit, yep. So front rear diff, transfer case, gearbox.
Yep.
The reason we put that in is to allow you now to travel through water crossings without the diff sucking in water. Both your diffs were pretty average, so
yeah.
Perfect time.
I'm glad I've got it done, because I've been getting told for a while to get these 2 items done, I'll be honest, but
you have.
You're finding out how lazy I am.
Yeah, that's all good.
You have been told, that's good, you keep on to my back.
We also did the PDP secondary fuel filter, 5 micron.
Yeah.
This works well. We do these all the time because the diff breathers and the pre-filtered kit, everything bolts together.
Yeah. That's why you said to me to just get them both done now while you can.
Yep, definitely. That just filters the diesel before it goes through your main fuel filter, and then from there onwards. Especially travelling up north, we find all the time that the factory filters are cactus. We had a couple of customers that's got the durian, come back, filled up there, and then you pop the fuel filter out. And it's pretty gnarly. I've got a few photos of
So can I ask you something? With the, you know how usually it's caked up black, right? Will that sort of prolong the life of it, I guess, a little bit more having this in?
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. But we'll still change it at that same interval.
Yeah, so we normally do them every 20,000 on these main, and then On the secondary. On the main, we do them every 40k
Yep.
as per the logbook. But we get some customers ask us to do them every service.
Yep.
It just
Whatever they want.
Just depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, of course.
If you're always up north constantly filling up, going to Port Hedland, stuff like that, every service, because you're going to pick up a lot of crap from those tanks. So
Gotcha.
yeah, it's good investment.
Yeah, no, I'm glad, man, and I appreciate you doing it for me, and you too, Deacon. Thank you, man.
Yep.
So, and what else? We carried out a service,
Yeah,
190,000 service.
Yeah, full check over.
Yep.
Genuine Toyota filters.
Yep, beautiful.
Penrite oil, and go through underneath the car.
Yep.
Fill up the old washer bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Check the air filter. We actually
Cabin
replaced the air
filter.
filter in yours.
Oh, really? How was that?
Pretty average.
Had some dusty trips.
Yep. Went down the back, went through a rear bearings just to have a look. Passenger rear, the locking ring took a massive bar to get off. Whoever's done it previously is
Made a bit of a dog
screwed on last time. Just had a bit of fun with it.
Yep.
Also noticed down the back we had a twig stick, large stick, wrapped around the driver's
I was quite
side,
proud of that. I don't know,
diff. Is
that going to affect fuel economy, mate?
hooked into the rubber brake lines. So
Is that what did that?
yes.
Oh God, dude.
Yep.
I'll throw some footage of the brake line in now, actually. So have a look.
Yep. So saw that.
So basically, a bit of a death trap. This car was a death trap.
It's perfect. Great tour. Nah, she's alright. But did that. Repacked your wheel bearings. Well, actually, we replaced the bearings, should I say? Inspected it all. Did the axle seals at the same time.
Yeah.
We do axle seals always when we're repacking. Repacking or replacing.
Because I was meant to say, I did say it in the Shark Bay series on the first episode, but it's never driven so nice, dude. I can honestly say that. I don't know whether it's got to do with you as well, but with the wheels, I don't know. It's never driven so nice. Like as it is, these are pigs as far as comfort goes, but it's driven.
Never.
It's driven beautifully, man. No, and I can't thank you enough. But guys, don't forget, specialises in Land Cruisers, anything Toyota. I don't know. I don't want to sit here and shove it down your throat, but an absolute gem of a workshop. And like I said before, you can get intimidated going into a. Let me know if I'm alone there, but you can get intimidated going into a new mechanic or where there's a bunch of guys. But these guys are so bloody welcoming. So, and I thank you for that. And you should not stop that. It's a good feeling for blokes like me, man. So I've got to admit that. So thank you so much.
You.
And keep an eye out. We're going to be doing plenty more together, of course. But check out AGD. I'll throw the handle up now on Instagram. Get in contact with Aaron. Get your car sorted. You will not regret it. Okay.
Perfect.
Back to the video, guys. Thanks, Asa.
All right. Thanks.
Usually on every trip, like I said, I'll always have the intention of introducing you to everyone, and I never frickin' do it. I've done it the last 2 trips, so I'm going to do it today. So these are the type of guys you're going to deal with when you come to bloody AGD. I like to get to know everyone that works for that company. So the first lad here, believe it or not, he's not 40. He's just huge. This is Deacon. Deacon, how are you, brother?
G'day, I'm doing all right.
Good.
Yeah.
Definitely need a higher hoist for this lad. Okay, like we discussed before I put you on camera, don't tell all the issues. No, I'm only joking. There's a heap of issues that have happened today. First question, do you enjoy your job, dude? Do you enjoy working for Az?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Yes.
Couldn't think of being anywhere else. Honestly, we struggle when we think about potentially being anywhere else. We go, oh, you know what?
I could be here working on Peter's car.
Yeah, why wouldn't I want to be dealing with this rust bucket?
Oh, I'm going to bleep that out. You're going to see that. Nah. Oh, dude, so can you tell me, I want to tell you guys everything. We'll have an issue over there with, bearings. Bearings are pretty much buggered.
Yeah.
So tell us what happened over there, man, with the thread there that you had to clean up.
Yeah, so,
I've got a bit of footage of that too.
Pretty much what we've seen is previously, maybe 2 bearing changes ago, the outer bearing on the passenger side has completely just given out. And all metal shavings went all in everywhere. And they ended up getting in between the locking nut and the thread. Everything's gotten hot and gross and messy and all those kind of things you don't like. So we've gotten in there, cleaned up the thread, and we've replaced the nut, because pretty much if you... Oh, yeah, boss is on it.
Looks busy, doesn't he? Yeah. So, and what you have to get in there, didn't you, with the freaking file, man?
With the thread file, clean that up, as well as pretty much the reason we do that is because it's much easier to replace this locking nut here than
later
it is
on
to replace the whole diff housing.
Yeah.
Because it's obviously the diff housing slightly more expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to watch out for that too. You know, we're on a budget here. One thing he said before was, what is it? Your future self is thanking yourself now, your present self, because it's going to make it easier for you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the person who I had to take that nut off for, he was not thinking of future me, and I had to get the big bar out to get the locking nut off, and it was just shredding the threads on its way out. So by cleaning them up and replacing the parts, we've hopefully ensured that the next time we have to pull the bearings out, it'll be happy days.
Doesn't he sound like he actually cares about cars, guys? And that's why I'm bloody here. Thank you, Dune. Thank you for explaining that to me, and thank you for your help today. But as a guy who puts YouTube videos up, I'm very lucky to be able to walk into this shop and freaking stick my nose in everywhere. So I'm going to tell you exactly what happened to the car, you know, what issues I do have. But I'm very lucky that Az has given me access to have a look around, you know. I'll have to wipe my feet before I come in because this is the cleanest freaking workshop I've seen. But as we go on, I'd like to show you more of the insides of what happens to my car. But let me introduce you to another staff member. This is the last staff member, Reese. How are you, brother?
Yeah, good yourself?
Yeah, good, man, good. Now, Reese, you enjoy working here?
Love it.
Love it, dude? Love it. How long have you been working here for?
Probably 6 months or so now.
Yeah, 5 months have been spent on this car?
Oh, close to it, yeah.
I want to ask you about a job like this. Do you still sit back at the end of the day and go, yeah, I love mechanics?
Yeah, I do, honestly.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's rough when you do it. It's rough when you're doing it.
Yeah.
But it's rewarding.
Sense of pride?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I've got footage of both of these guys in the position. I loved it. I love filming that bit. I've got to be no. But no, it seems very. I couldn't do this job. I haven't got the body for it. But it's quite hectic. But as I said, I wanted to introduce you guys to who you'd be dealing with for starters, and who I deal with. And I know sometimes when sorry boys to keep you paused, but I know sometimes when you meet a new mechanic or you walk into like a mechanic shop, you feel intimidated. I don't know if you guys, you wouldn't have experienced that, but it's good that you think about that, because for someone who doesn't know anyone in the workshop, I felt welcome straight away, and it is freaking intimidating walking into a new shop. So that's a bit of feedback for you guys. It's really good that you make people feel welcome. But if you guys feel like that, let me know. Let me know if you do, because you won't get that here. So if you've got a Land Cruiser, get in here. Simple as that. Now, as I said, I wanted to introduce you to someone. So this is Brownie from Brownie Patrol, and I'll throw his Instagram handle up. He's one of the few authentic and transparent bloody Instagrammers out there, and that's why I like you so much, because you're real about shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now, Brownie got in contact with me maybe a couple of months ago. We've been speaking for a while now, but an opportunity jumped up that we were going to come down here. Yeah, give us a track. Yeah, I wanted to tick it off my list, man. So give us a little bit of an explanation of where we are, and I'll gather with Brownie every morning just to sort of give you an idea of where we're heading for the day.
So we're heading for Bill Bunya Dunes at the moment.
Yep.
So we're on this little track just up there, highway. It's not marked or nothing.
Yep.
Shoot down, drop onto Bill Bunya, suss the beach, suss the dunes, then cruise along the coast, just winging it.
Yeah,
down to Israelite
excellent.
Bay, the old telegraph station, a few shacks and whatnot down there, have a look, and then follow the telegraph line across salt flats.
Yeah, magic. And you've been here before, eh?
Yeah.
When was the last time you were here?
2020.
2020,
Yep.
Yeah, gotcha. So what's that, 2 years, nearly 3 years ago?
Yeah, pretty well.
Yeah, magic. You reckon it might have changed a lot by the since then?
I'm hoping not, because it was bloody awesome. When we last come down, it was killer.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a sick spot. The track was good fun. Only thing is, today, like with the rain we've had lately, we should be all right for bull dust.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. What can we expect? Yeah, okay, gotcha. So, shit, we all got, well, not me, I forgot, but we all got snorkel socks for this. And and might work out that we don't even need to use them.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Might pull mine off. 5
Yeah.
minutes into the track.
But guys, without further ado, let's get stuck into it, man. I'm really looking. This is probably the most remote I've been, so I'm really looking forward to it,
It's
dude.
insane. In the beach, last time we were here, just the fact you pull onto it and there's not a single car track.
Oh, and that's what I like. Get further away from people. That's what it is.
100%. No reception, no people.
Yeah, love it, Brownie. All right, guys, we've got the boys here. Old Tomo and Maddie. You guys excited?
No, really, I want to go home.
I see you've got a lunchtime beer. Would you say lunchtime? Yeah,
Well, we could say lunchtime.
It wouldn't be Eastern States time, mate.
It is airing down beer o'clock.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Checking the tyres.
Hell yeah.
How about you, Matty? You looking forward to it, mate? Like, what are you looking forward to?
Well, just Israelite Bay. I haven't done it yet, so
Yeah, same here, man.
super stoked about doing that. Something different again. It's good and great to finally catch up with Brownie too as well.
Yeah,
Been, you know,
100%,
it's gonna be
mate.
good catching up and getting some time with him. So.
And I'm sure we're in bloody good hands.
Oh look.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll explain to you later what a brownieism is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, magic. I'm really looking forward to it.
Thursday night.
Then let's pan around, and we got my bloody cousin Jazz in another car.
What a cockhead.
Would you call that a car? I think that's a bloody. That's a bloody truck.
It's a new rig, mate.
Yeah, loving it, mate. This will be the first test for it properly, dude. Eh?
Yeah,
on
for
a
me,
proper
yeah, for
trip.
sure, yeah.
Other than a caravan there, you know.
Yeah. Nah, we'll see how she goes. Be good.
You pretty happy with the fuel consumption though, weren't you?
Yeah, for a big truck. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, the amount
100%.
of gear you're carrying and how it's a brick in the wind anyway. So.
Yeah, but it goes. It
yeah, no, it
looks
goes
so
good.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when I do the run through of his car, I actually wanted to get some footage on the inside of each car. I've got something quite. I want to do something a little bit different with it, you know, with these little run throughs and stuff like that. So let me know what you think. But keep an eye out for those episodes as well. But how keen are you?
Oh, mate, bucket list thing.
Yeah, I know. Same
Let's
here,
do
dude.
it. Yeah.
All right. Without further ado, let's hit the bloody road, boys.
So we're on the finally on the gravel, air down, off the air highway, heading down to Bill Bunya Dunes. And the first section of this track is just wet, muddy, bog holes, not massive, but fun enough. We just went through a section which is about 150 meters, and it was just slipping and sliding through. It was sick. Hopefully Pete will show you some of the video of that. He got out there with the camera. It was awesome. I actually want to go back and do it again. Can't wait to see what the rest of this track holds. Hey Brownie, how much more of this track do you reckon is? What sort of time frame?
So we're still be 50, 55 odd k's from the beach, so could be maybe another 2 hours before we're on there.
Ah, sweet. It's interesting to see what else this track holds for us, mate. There you go. Another 55 k's. Then this is a mild version of what we just went through. And I just got mud through my window again. God damn it, let me put that up. Nearly December, and we got water out here. Who would have thought? down and make it for some good fun.
So I stuffed up a little bit, guys. I always get too excited. I've got so many freaking things running through my head that I didn't sort of explain what our goal is for today. So goal is for today, as the crow flies in a straight line from the coast to the entry of this track, I got about 60 to 70 kilometers. So we've got to sort of putt along and try and make it to the beach today. So and then I'll keep you updated on, you know, when we get to the coast and how long it sort of takes as well, because Brownie's saying that this track that we're on right now should be bull dust and, you know, have a look at the ground, you know. So it's just turned into like a sludge. So this will be freaking fun. Jared's got a bit of a task ahead of him, just because the tracks are starting to tighten up a little bit, and as you can see, he's sort of having to swerve and just protect the higher parts of his of the truck there. But it's so interesting to go on a trip with a truck this size, just to have a look, you know, how different, and I want to see how nimble these trucks can be, and I also want to see how it goes in the Dune system as well. But as far as size goes, they're just a big blank canvas, you know, like you can do whatever you want and not really worry about weights and GVMs and all that jazz. So I cannot wait to get behind the wheel. He reckons he's going to give me a drive, so I'm looking forward to having a crack at that. But I'm a bit worried I won't want to get back in the 76. So it's lunchtime now. I think I already told you guys what we're having for... Yeah, I did, yeah. So what's everyone else having? What did you end up having, Tomo?
There's my...
Your philo fail?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm going to call it. A highly overcooked yet undercooked sausage roll that was very hot, so I put it in a wrap so I could handle the plate. Yeah, it tastes very nice.
Jazz, how were they, mate? Yep. I was actually going to ask you, what do you think so far coming through, you know, because there were a few tight spots there. What do you think, being the size that it is, about its nimbleness? Do you think it's pretty good, like halfway type of thing?
Yeah.
Doesn't feel too big?
Nah, it's probably slightly bigger than, I don't know, like 200's pretty wide.
Yeah, yep.
200's pretty wide. Yeah. The Trooby was pretty big.
Mm-hmm. What do you find you're most concerned about?
Just beach stuff, mate.
Yeah, the weight.
Yeah, the weight on the beach, but
yep.
See how it goes.
Nah, beauty. We've got enough cars here anyway to help everyone out type of thing, you know what I mean, and enough know-how.
Artificial reef here, mate.
Hey? Artificial reef.
Whalebones.
No lunch for you, mate?
No, man, I'm good. I had a...
You almost look a little bit hungover, mate.
Oh, look, maybe hit a little hard last night.
Yeah, that's why I've got glasses on, pal.
With the the proper 12, proper did it to me.
Properly. Got us proper and good, didn't it?
Yeah. No, it was
and
good.
look at Brownie. These young guys, mate, they can keep powering on, can't they?
Yeah.
How you go? So, Brownie, wanted to ask you, compared to when you did it last time, dude, what are your thoughts? Is it what you expected?
Yeah, so it's pretty well the same as when we did it without a shitload of dust.
Yeah, gotcha.
Nice.
It is a nice change. I'm actually not minding the mud.
Cars, it's all mud.
Yeah,
But
100%.
now it's starting to dry out. You can see pretty quick.
Yeah.
The dry spots are how dusty it gets.
Yeah, exactly. So, I think I did explain it before that basically as the crow flies, isn't it, from Air Highway to the coast is around 60 kilometres or 50?
No, around 60.
60. So yeah, we've covered 30 this morning, pretty much, have we? Wow, shit, that's pretty good.
As the crow flies again, we're like 35 k's away.
Yeah, gotcha. So yeah, 35 k's away from the coast. Browning's saying to me that the sand at Bill Bunya Dunes, I've been wanting to go there for so long that the sand looks like snow. Last time you were there.
What? No way.
And it's hard to look around and see that we're going to run into a beach. I feel like I'm in the middle of the wheat belt type of thing, you know what I mean? So
Definitely goldfield territory.
oh, 100%, isn't it? Yeah. But
Crazy how quick it changes.
yeah, and you like obviously we're not going to see anyone for a while, and it's like you feel remote, don't you? Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah, just Robbie.
Yeah, hope Robbie rocks up this time.
Yeah, Robbie, you got to mix it. There's $20 on this, Robbie, so don't let me down.
Oh god! All right, guys, we'll probably sit here. I might have a beer actually, and then we're gonna jump on the road again and see if we can get to these dunes nice and safely. So first little casualty. I mean, you got to be happy with that, Jazz. Is just Jared's.
I had a feeling these would be the first to go.
Yeah, but geez, from the look of everything, that's held beautifully, especially for the amount of bumps and roots and that. That's pretty good.
There's not much to fix too with these, to be honest.
Nah, just a screw, eh?
Yeah.
It's a pretty good idea, though.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Handy. So the old cargo net. Oh, what would you call it? Fly mesh?
Fly mesh, yeah.
Yeah, the old fly mesh. Just the rail up the top there's come off, and Kip made sure he was the first one there to help out. You know, I'll throw some of that footage in there. Getting closer, mate.
A bit more water up here, Peter.
Those tracks there on the right don't look too old, but the ruts when they've driven up here in front of me are all dry and not fresh, so might just hold the print for ages.
Oh, we're back on the track now. We just had lunch, just pulled over at basically a random campsite. Nice little spot, plenty of room for the amount of vehicles that we have. Had a bit of a bite to eat, got the chainsaws out, cut up some wood. I'd say that wood that we put in the back of Jared's tray just now probably only lasts the night, if that. This wood seems to burn very quickly. Back on the road now, hopefully probably an hour and a half. Got about 35 k's to go at these speeds. We shall see blue water, white sandy beaches. Can't wait. It's gonna be awesome.
How's the water displacement? Did it even throw him, or did he just go straight over the mouth? I'm surprised you didn't, Brownie, either. Well, you're making a dent, are we?
Hey?
Making a dent in this track?
Yeah. It's 14 k's straight south.
Yeah, beautiful.
From here, so
Look at the thongs on you. On each foot. That was good fun, eh? Just little things like that, eh? Oh, we thought it was going to throw you around, but you just went straight over the part that throws you. It is now 3 o'clock, so we've been on this track since 10:30. 3 o'clock now, and I think we've still probably got about a bit of mud shit. I think we've still probably got about an hour to an hour and a half, still about 25 to 30 kilometers to go. So this has been one of the best tracks I've ever driven. Just such a range of different terrains, you know, and it's very hard to believe that we're going to end up at the beach. It's weird, but I reckon we're going to be at camp at probably 4:30, maybe 5 o'clock, but that's the perfect time to wet the old whistle with a couple of shelters and also light a big piss off fire. Yeah, I look forward to speaking to the other guys about what they thought about this track, because I've absolutely loved it. So it's been a hell of a day. It's like tiring, but I tell you what, I could absolutely do it all day again tomorrow. No worries at all. But anyway, I hope that this Dune system is everything I've built it up in my mind to be. All right, 4:45, and we've still got a fair while to go. Actually, pretty slow going now. This track sort of turned into a real rocky, muddy, shaly bottom. As you can see, have a look. So I think from here maybe to the coast might be a bit slow going. But I'll tell you what, the thing I love about tracks like this is that it's such a reward when you do get there. So, geez, I think I've said it about 10 times now. It's one of the best tracks I've ever driven. The old tyres are getting a good old workout though. Oh man, the frickin' beach has to be close. I can smell it. So close, dang it, come on! Dude, what a time to rock up too! I'm gonna try as hard as I can to get the drone up to show you guys. This is breathtaking. Just meeting the boys on the beach, they're airing down a bit more, and then we're gonna cruise down and find a nice little camp. So I don't know, something might happen till then. Stick around, grab another beer, don't forget. Well guys, we bloody made it. Mission accomplished, lads. Cheers. Oh man, that's been a big day. Yeah. A big bloody day. But I wanted to ask these guys what they thought. Give us a quick rundown what you thought of the track today.
Brilliant. Killer. Bits of everything.
Yep. But the thing is, I think we're all pretty rooted right now. So the plan is we're going to go and find a camp now. But you're going to have to stick around for episode 2. Because that's where we head down the beach. And one thing I think we're all concerned about, we want to make sure, we want to see how that thing goes. How the old Hino goes off-road. So this is going to be awesome. It's going to be, no, not action pack. I'm not one of those action pack. Yeah! Sick, bro. Yeah. It's going to be awesome, guys. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll take you along for the ride. See you in episode 2. Cheers, boys. Let's get on it now. 2!
There was a sign when we got down here saying 75 k's to Air Highway, so that track is 75 k's. Good to know. It's not as blowy as we were expecting, especially from the top of the ridgeline up there. It's quite calm down on the beach. See how that goes overnight. It could very well blow up for when we're camping, so no doubt we'll find somewhere behind the dunes. The beach is a lot narrower than we were expecting, and it's rising tide at the moment. It's looking about 5 hours to high tide. We made the decision that we didn't want to do the beach run, especially with Jared's Hino running it for the first time in these sort of conditions. Didn't want it to go down and then have to do a time push recovery. this is a smarter, safer thing to do. So we're running behind the dunes. You can see all the lads. We're going to head over to Bilbunya and find a campsite there. No doubt the next time we'll speak to you, we'll be there. Setting up camp, having a brew, cooking some dinner.
Cause I can't fall asleep at night without seeing my dreams. Delusion and reality, I'm somewhere in between. These voices in my...
There is nothing better than this. There is nothing better than driving in dunes at sunset. There is just nothing better.
These wings. Well, maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. Maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. Maybe, baby, this what flying feels like. Maybe, baby, this what flying feels like.
I tell you what, I think I've said it a million times on camera. I never ever underestimate the power of a bloody good night's sleep. I slept like an absolute log because yesterday was a big day. Kip's actually behind the camera. Literally, I think we worked out it was like a 14-hour day in the end.
Oh, yeah, it would have had to be.
Yeah, from start to finish. So we woke up in the morning, drove just under 200 kilometres into, where'd we go? Into Balladonia, and then turned onto the track, and then the track ended up actually being from where we are, it would probably be about 80 kilometres by the time it all weaves and doglegs and stuff. But I think I also said this in the last video as well, that's one of the best tracks I've ever driven in my life. I'd absolutely rather mud than bull dust, but we've got a fair bit of tapping on the old side steps today because they're just caked in like 2 or 3 inches of mud. But I don't know if you can even see it on camera. I'm a different person today. It's just amazing what a night's sleep would do. It's crazy. But I'm going to get started on brekkie, bacon and egg cook up for myself and Jared. So myself and Jared are sort of sharing meals. You know, one night he'll cook. Last night he cooked me a beautiful bloody steak, especially after a long day like that. That went down like a treat. But what I'll do, I'll get my brekkie started, and I'd love to walk around to these guys, check what they're having for brekkie and stuff like that. And I'll also do my little meet up with Brownie to discuss where we'll be heading today and what we'll be seeing, because there are a few things we're thinking about as far as Jared's car going on the beach. So I'll explain that as well. But it's also a really nice feeling not to have a freaking time limit. Again, I was speaking to Kip this morning because we were up first. On the weekenders, you're sort of in a hurry and stuff like that. It's literally just turned 7 o'clock now. It's like, okay, I'm going to hang around for a couple of hours and stuff around and shoot the shit with the lads. So let's get into it.
Save me, I don't know where I'm going. Feels like I'm holding on, no. Erase me, I'm lost and I'm hopeless. I feel so alone, oh. Don't let me drown. Come pull me out. Don't let me drown. There's blood in the water. I keep going under. One after the other. There's There's blood in the water.
I think Dave the butcher there from Cutting Edge, he's supplied and vacuum sealed all my meat. Yeah, I think he's having a laugh, isn't he? The streaky's underneath, don't worry. Another thing I wanted to try and share my thoughts with you and sort of try and, you know, for anyone who wants to come down across to this area, it feels that the sand down here is completely different to anything I've ever experienced. It's like, it is literally like talcum powder. And you know, when you sort of camp in dunes and stuff like that, you go to hop in your swag and all the sand sticks to your feet. This doesn't. You just give them a quick tap and it just falls off. It's unbelievable. So that's probably another reason why I got such a good sleep as well. But it's an awesome feeling as well to know that you're sort of alone as well. It's also a little bit daunting as well. But we've got a really good crew with us at the same time, so you know you're experiencing it together. Another thing with the cooking, I thought I'd bring this one instead of my Hyper Flame, just because I wanted to do the chicken and rice dish as well. So, and that's what I'm loving about this, the portability and also the stuff that you can do. You know, the fact that you can put the old glass lid on top. You don't cook, you know, stews, casseroles or anything like that. I don't do casseroles, I don't know why I said that, but I'll be doing a chicken and rice dish tonight for me and Jared, one that I did on the tinny trip, and we bloody loved it. So, and you can fit a shitload in there for leftovers tomorrow. I just wanted to make it nice and simple because I wanted to film the hell out of, you know, everything that's going around, and I knew I'd be buggered in the afternoon, so one pan dish. Oh my freaking God, the smell. Actually looks like it's some sort of like a smoked bacon, so that'll be interesting. $99, man, nothing. That's nothing. On the longer trips like this, another thing I did want to do is actually go around and speak to each lad and get them involved a bit more. I don't know if you'll notice, but along this trip I want to add a lot more of them. You know, I don't just want to have my freaking head in it all the time, but it's nice to get their opinions and their thoughts on stuff about how they're feeling as the trip's going. So I wanted to film a lot more around camp stuff, so I'll get this cooked and then I'd love to do a walk around. So feels like we're on snow, eh Matty?
Oh, it's fantastic. Squeaky feet, mate. Squeaky feet.
Morning, mate. Oh, look at the streaky.
Oh, only way to go, mate. Sorry.
How'd you sleep, dude, last night?
Oh, brilliant. Fantastic. Long day, so super tired at the end, mate.
Yep.
But yeah, by the time we had just a couple of beers on the fire, a bit of a chat.
A nice feed.
That was it, mate, yeah.
Yeah, same here, same here. Mate, I was just
brilliant.
saying, amazing what a good night's sleep can do, eh?
Oh, it just totally revitalises you, doesn't it? Ready for the next day, what are we doing, you know?
Yeah, I'm super excited for today.
Yeah. Oh, look, I think today as well, the fact there's no pressure, there's no like, let's just get up, let's go. Just wake up in your own time, you speed up, coffee, chat around the, you know, around the area with the boys, go for a bit of a walk.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to drop your shoulders, you know, and relax and not have to try and cram so much in, I guess.
Definitely, definitely.
Matty, I wanted to ask you, and guys, I'll get my face off, but I wanted to show you, because this is a brand new product. It's only just come out, man. Can you tell us what it is? Because this looks freaking awesome.
Yeah, so this is the Jetboil Genesis. It's not brand new. It's brand new to us in Australia, legally, in the last few months. But again, it's one of the Jetboil products, and I know myself personally, the Jetboil gear is fantastic. It's a little bit pricey, but it's the quality and the how well it works is just in the speed of it. So for me, I wanted something that I could still cook two pans on. So you're doing your bacon and eggs or whatever you want to do, and not have to carry two separate little stoves. Or I've also got the same one. You've got the Gladiator, the Hyper Flame, which is brilliant.
And it's bulky, dude.
It's so big, yeah.
This one here, guys, folds up like a freaking clamshell. Look at that. Look at the bag, man.
That's how it closes down there, mate.
Oh, Matty, so awesome. And I don't suppose you can remember, just get a ballpark of how much, maybe?
I think I got it probably about I want to say 3 or 4 weeks ago from Anaconda when it was first released. And I think they do the two different ones. You can get it just by yourself like this, or you can buy the package where you get the pan.
I've seen that. There's like a pot, isn't it?
And I think it comes with like a top which is also kind of a frying pan. So I think I paid $400 for this, and it was about $580 for the full kit. But yeah, for me personally, I didn't need all that because I've got like from Azure Go Camping, I've got a good small titanium pan set.
Yeah, beautiful.
That I can use, and I like this kind of stuff too as well. I've tried a lot of different things, and this seems to work best for me with how light and compact it is. So
that's one thing I've learnt about Matt is that I reckon you're probably the true Goldilocks. He's always getting new stuff and trying stuff out. I mean, there's not a product that I haven't sort of said, oh, have you tried that? And you're like, yeah, I've tried that, you know, and it's good. I like that, you know. And it keeps camping sort of pretty fun when you got new gear to play with as well, eh?
Look, I'm lucky. I've got a very understanding wife, but it's good, and look, I appreciate a lot of people. You know, haven't got the ability. I just can't afford to try a lot of new stuff.
Yeah, Lara just doesn't check the old MasterCard bill.
Lara just gives me the little frown and another one. Don't we already have that 3 of those?
Yeah, but you bloody work hard, don't you?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So no, like I said, so far, I mean, this is the first time I've cooked on it, Pete, but I did like a lot of things I buy. I do a bit of research and all the rest, and Gray as well. Graham, Graham, here, mate.
We miss you, mate.
Miss you, mate. Love you, buddy.
Yeah, we'll get you on the next one, mate. Yeah, we do miss
Graham's got one of these too, so
oh, beautiful.
Yeah, so keen that's mate, and I'm really excited. I'm really keen to see how this goes, but here we are, no wind guard around it. There's a bit of a breeze.
That's what I was going to ask. There is wind coming through there.
The wind's coming through, but I think when you look at the controls here, like there's quite a good few turns. You can really dial it in and dial it
in. Yeah, beautiful.
For simmer and also for heat too, so you're not just kind of a little, and then
so what's that got? It tells you how many times to turn up the low and high.
Turn anti-clockwise for low, and then 2 turns or 4 turns for high. So.
And what's that there? Is that to get it to open? Oh man, okay.
Yeah, Petzels where Petzels would call them.
What a great little product.
It's a fantastic. It does come with a wind guard.
It does it?
Yeah, so. And you get the simmer plates as well for the adapters for bigger pots. But there's the wind guard there, so I can't. And I've watched it again. Some of the boys on YouTube doing it. They do say it's a bit tedious doing it, but look, it does work, and it is what it is. So exactly, yeah.
How does that not melt? Or it must be some sort of.
Yeah, I'm guessing that the way it sits off is probably not too much heat, or it's some kind of heat resistant plastic made. So I'm not too sure, but yeah, look again. It's just the beauty of the product, and Jet will make great gear, and it's whether you're camping or backpacking, hiking, whatever you're doing. I've got a few of their products, and love it, mate. Absolutely love it.
Well, I look forward to asking you at the end of the trip. I want to do like a fireside debrief, like a chat about everything. Remind me to bring that up, man. I want to know what you think.
Definitely. One last thing, mate.
Good.
Scotty, mate, I just don't know what it is you don't like about this, buddy, but I do appreciate that you do like your shotgun, mate.
Yeah.
You've got to try this. You've got to try this.
The old scrambled egg.
Yeah, definitely, Robbie got me onto this.
Nice.
And hopefully we're going to catch up with Robbie too as well. Brilliant show as well. It's probably not the healthiest thing, but
easy.
It's ready to go, easy, and it tastes great.
Beauty. I might grab a bloody spoonful off you later on.
All right, bud.
On you, Matty.
Cheers, Matty.
Right, guys, here with Brownie. I've caught him at the most inconvenient time of freaking packing up all his stuff. So sorry, mate. But look, I wanted to gather with you every morning just because he's done this before, and I want you to tell us what we're in store for today, dude, and how the plans have changed a little bit, haven't they?
We'll just pretty well play it by ear. Wouldn't mind going for a run down along the coast towards those cliffs, see if we can't find some whale bones or something.
Yeah, you were mentioning that.
Something different to have a look at.
How come there? How come that side? Is it where they hang out or something?
No, it must be the way this water flows, because you find a bit of shit or rubbish and that along the beach as well.
And that's where it washes up.
Like pull in that sort of area.
Have you seen whale bones along here before, Brad?
Yeah. When we were last year, I think we spotted 3.
Shit. Okay.
So, not massive, but
Yep.
enough to be like, it's something substantial.
Yeah, that's not human.
Definitely bigger than a fish. But we'll play it with you after last night's epidemic with the truck.
Yeah,
Dunes.
Yeah. If you're a Patreon, you'll get to see that. I'll throw a bit of footage in there now, but it's we had a bit of fun last night. That was fun though. Still fun, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah, but it was a good little run.
Yeah, it was.
So we'll play it by ear. We'll try maybe stay off this beach because it is soft.
Yeah, and that's heavy as well.
Yeah, we don't need to be caught out for hours on end.
No, agreed.
There's no fun in that.
No, there isn't. There's more fun in drinking beers.
But
Oh, you're missing all the best parts, dude. Remember you said we're going to go up there, have a brekkie beer. We've got to have a beer up there, don't we, mate?
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Because we're going to earn it. So that,
right up there.
Shit,
up
that's
there,
big.
Up there. Oh, yeah.
That looks big here, man.
A beer on the way up.
Yeah,
a couple
100%.
up there and one on the way down. It's going to be needed.
And you're saying, so now we're actually we'll be heading on our way to Israelite Bay, right? Yep. And it should we're going to camp somewhere halfway tonight, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we'll see how we go.
I like that. Very laid back, yeah. But I just wanted to gather with him and sort of find out exactly sort of what we're in for each day, because he's very good. One thing I have noticed, you're freaking good at finding camp spots. Like, I don't know, how's the timing, dude, of yesterday? When we rocked up?
Yeah, that was perfect.
Oh,
as that sun was setting, going down over those, I couldn't believe how much water there is in those
I know,
dunes.
dude. I know.
That's insane. So where we camped last time was on the other side of that dune in that little bay just there.
Yeah.
And that's underwater now.
Wow. Okay.
Like
Jesus.
crazy. And when we were driving through yesterday, when we did it last time, there was no water.
Yeah. Isn't it unreal how you go and you make tracks over it?
Yeah.
I was behind you and I could see the water rising up the surface.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, it is. But it was good fun.
Yeah.
What a freaking beautiful time of the day, dude.
See it on cars, all the
Yeah, I know,
stuff
dude.
everywhere.
Yeah. Hey, don't forget, keep an eye out. I want to do a run through of this. Just a quick, not a teaser, but like a heads up. This was all done by Brownie himself, so he's a bit of a whiz like that. So I look forward to doing a run through of every car here. So I'll let you finish cleaning up, dude, and let's get our beers together. We'll see you up the top of the dune. Thanks, brother. Just dropping some excess weight, are you, mate?
Just a bit.
How you going, Jazz?
Good, mate. You?
Yeah, good. I was just speaking of Brownie.
Good point, eh?
Hey?
You got me at a good point.
Oh, yeah, I just did the same thing to Brownie while he was cleaning up.
Yeah.
What do you think about the plans today, mate? Taking that backtrack's good.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I was actually, we were speaking about that, and we were concerned about this sinking and that, but I'm even concerned about that, you know what I mean?
Oh,
just anything beach.
Doesn't look like there's much beach.
No, exactly.
Especially with the amount of water that was around just in this dune system.
Yep.
So it's obviously copped it down here. So you don't know how bad the weather's been down here. Like, beach could be washed away a bit further up. And
it looks pretty treacherous down there now because the bloody southwest is blowing, but I wouldn't even want to get my car down there. And it's funny how you said, Brownie said the same thing. Just said how much water's over there.
Yeah.
It was dry last time, so I think we're making the right decision. Yeah.
I'm surprised where that went yesterday in here with how soft it is. You know, I was thinking, is it just me? But that soft day, even you boys.
Oh man, I was down. I'll as I said, I'll put the video in now. But like how I was down, I was down right beside you.
Yeah.
But it got out easy.
Oh yeah, I'm not worried
really
here. It's the beach where you worry.
100%.
You've got time against you too.
So far, give us a quick run through. Loving it.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. It's just a big troopy for me.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Just the next scale up just suits what I'm doing.
It is, 100%.
Caravan with the kids. If we unhook the van, we can still sleep in the back.
Exactly.
Do what we want.
Do something a bit off grid.
For work, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole plan with this was working holiday. At some point, you know, I can't throw all my work gear plus the toys and shit
in a 200 series. Or a caravan.
Or, you know, an Effie or whatever.
I think it's the perfect middle ground between something too big.
Yeah.
You know, you can change a tyre. You know, you can change a tyre on something like that. Whereas a Unimog or something like that, need two blokes type of thing.
Well, yesterday there's no way. Well, you get a Unimog through if you want to push your way through and you know spend the whole day cutting trees down.
Yeah, 100%.
I wouldn't want to be any bigger than that.
Yeah. Spot on. But I look forward to speaking to you at the end, to seeing at the end of the trip how we go. Like your thoughts on it even more.
No, I'm only kidding.
For sale, one lady owner. No wing mirrors. All right, mate. Thanks, Jazz. Bloody magic. Mate. Aha! You thought I wouldn't get you.
I was trying to hide.
How you going, Kippy? Good sleep, mate?
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. How'd you feel waking up here?
How can you not feel amazing waking up here? Noise of that ocean overnight. Being by water it's like a sleeping pill for me.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. That weather's starting to build up behind you.
Yeah, we've been watching that come in for a while. But south coast down here, very rare to get a full, just clear day. So.
Yeah. You going to come up the top for a beer?
Oh yeah, 100%. At least one.
At least one.
We're going to need at least 2 beers to get down from that, I think.
Yeah, I think so. That is a big old dune.
Oh yeah, there's got going to be a bit of a mission getting up there.
Yeah. Are you happy with how the car's going, mate, this trip?
Yeah, always.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Were you concerned at all with the rocky ground or anything like that?
No, the only thing that concerned me was this low-lying area that we went through last night, where Jared went down, because it was so waterlogged. You just never knew what it was going to be, hard or soft. Until you actually got into it.
You hit a hard spot, you jump up on top of it, and then you'll hit another soft bit.
Exactly.
I'll even throw the footage in of you nosediving. I thought you put the brakes on. Oh, it's so soft. Oh, your nose just went straight down. God, we haven't even found camp yet, guys. We're just having a bit of fun in these dunes. I really want to see what the Hino can do.
It looks so good. It looks
I know.
Float up there and then just nosedive in.
It's funny, before when you come up, I thought that, because I was signing you, I was like, oh, just take it easy there.
I was going to stop there
It looked
anyway.
like you slammed the brakes on, but I realised now it's just soft sand.
No, yeah, it went straight in, and I actually went forward and hit the horn. I didn't do it intentionally. I went crack, pop.
But you just freaking,
no,
it just got super soft.
in.
Yeah, no, it's good. We'll be hitting all types of terrain though, won't we? So out of the dunes today, onto probably more bush tracks.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Who knows?
Definitely.
I'm looking forward to it.
It'd be interesting to see if we find any sections of beach that are nice and wide that we can do a bit of a beach run.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I'm doubting it.
Yeah.
But it'd be nice to just break it up a bit.
Yeah.
Just from those tracks that are following behind up the top of that ridge line.
Yep.
That we drop down into. It'd be lovely to follow along and just watch that for a while, but yeah, I'm not sure it's going to happen.
Yeah, I know what you mean. There's always that concern.
This morning will be the time because it's low tide.
Yep.
And then this afternoon will be the rising tide, and then you don't want to really risk it with any of the vehicles going down, and then you've got these time crunch recoveries where you've got the tide coming.
Choose up the day too.
Yeah,
100%.
So.
Another good thing that Kip done, and a good tip for anyone, screenshot the tides. Because we're out of reception, screenshot the old tides. It's a great idea, mate.
Oh, it doesn't matter where you are, you should be monitoring your tides on the beach.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, the dollar value we put into our vehicles and our camping gear, you don't want to risk it.
Nah, exactly.
Easy way to lose your gear.
Yep. No, it's good that you thought of that, because usually I do, but no, it's good to have a crew who also thinks about that stuff as well. So, no, that's good. Actually, there is something I wanted to show you. I'll take you over there now. Something which I think is another good tip and a good bit of information for you. So, let's get stuck into this day, eh, Kippy?
I can't wait. I've got a thirst.
Yeah,
I want to get back behind that wheel.
On you, mate.
It's going to be awesome.
Let's do it, buddy. So, guys, I hope you can hear me because it's that wind's blowing pretty hard. As I just mentioned, I wanted to quickly explain something that I actually haven't done on a trip before, and I should have in the past, especially my solos, and I will in the future now. So, myself and Jared have gone halves in hiring a satellite phone for the trip. So for 10 days it was $170 between us, so $17 a day, and then you basically, it's a certain amount per call, isn't it? It's like maybe $1.20 a minute or something like that, which is a tiny price to pay. Especially, I never get reception. I'm with freaking Vodafone. I'm going to change to Telstra, but I never have reception on these trips. And it's really nice to be able to call my wife and kids and have a real chat to them. And even if it is $1.20 a minute, that's nothing. You know, you actually get a second bill. Like, you get another bill once the bloke who hires out the phone, he forwards you a bill that you'll pay, and we'll just go halves in that again. And that's nothing, is it? Yeah, you know, what's that? $8.50 each a day. I'll pay double that.
They know you're all right.
Yep.
They're all right.
Yeah, 100%. And it comes with all the kit. It comes with everything. You know, you pull that out, point that up, and then also there's a full SOS function there as well, and that could be life-saving. Yeah, so I don't know why I haven't done it in the past, but, you know, geez, I'm not the smartest bloke around, but I would be doing it on every single remote trip that we do, man, and any solos. So
and a week.
Yeah, a long time.
One of your longer trips.
Oh, absolutely it is, yeah. And we'll be doing a lot more of these, hopefully, you know what I mean? So, yeah, anyway, that was just something I wanted to show you. I wanted to sort of show these little precaution things that we do in the background. So I think it's a great idea, and any of the guys can use it as well. And we've been contacting Robbie and stuff who might be coming to let him know where we're going to be and stuff, because not everything goes to plan all the time. As I just packed the awning up, have a look at, we were just about to go and have a beer up the top there. Yeah, and yeah, it is bloody 9 o'clock, but the sun was shining before, it was sweet, but now she's bloody blown up. I'm still keen for that beer. Very, very important to prep before the day starts. Get your priorities right. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Oh, not even like a third of the way. Yeah, I know. Oh. Oh. You guys go on! Save yourself! Yeah! Rooted. Oh, mate.
I've heard all the warnings, I've heard your advice. Always have a backup, don't get lost in the lights. But I'd rather go crashing than never take the leap. So thank you for doubting, you put the fire in me. Boy, you gotta come down from the clouds, keep your feet on the ground, stand in line and wait your turn. Oh, one day you're gonna learn, don't fly too close to the sun. You got it good, so don't you run. All you did was push me to be who I am. Thank you for saying I can.
Well, good morning. We had a very good night's sleep last night. Woke up about 5:30 when the sun was bright in the sky. Bit of wind overnight, but it was very comfortable. Very well earned sleep after yesterday's shenanigans. You'll see in the videos, we went up to the top of the dunes this morning, had a couple of beers up there. One idiot, namely myself, let go of his Akubra, which went flying down the Leywood side. So I had to not only climb up, but climb back down, get my hat, and then climb up again. So someone has very sore calves right now. Put the drone up for a bit, and then we went down, jumped in the cars. We're heading back to get on top of this ridge line. Try and find a track that will run along there towards Israelite Bay. On the way, we veered off the track because it was full of water and it looked a bit sort of how you're going. And unfortunately, the track we did go on ended up getting Maddie bogged.
It actually feels pretty hard where I'm going, but it might change as another car comes through after as well.
so unpredictable. I said it in the video last night, like you'll hit a real hard spot, you'll get on top of the sand, and then all of a sudden you'll start sinking. Absolutely awesome. Very different experience from what I'm used to around the beaches that we usually drive, you know. So Matty's just come on the radio saying that he's stuck. So the shot that you would have seen was Jared coming off the side here. Now, the way we thought about it was we didn't want to really tackle that. That's the actual track there. Didn't really want to tackle that because we thought it might have been super soft. So sometimes it's better just to go through that. Yeah, and look how wet it already is. That's only from 2 cars going through it. Geez, yours did well to get through that. So Matt's gone down over there, so he should just be able to get out with max tracks. But I haven't experienced sort of sand like this in a long time, I'll be honest. Just where it goes hard then soft, you know. But yeah, we'll get him out. Maxis will do it. Probably is better to take this water track here where the actual main track is.
Lucky Bay's probably the closest thing I'd say to like soft sand.
Yeah, I haven't even been to Lucky Bay yet, so I'm interested to see. Yeah, see, this is hard as. This is almost like concrete here. Oh shit, you did sink.
Oh, man.
And wet too. You get a couple of cars go through it, she gets wet real quick. No, we were talking about that today. Fresh, eh?
Yep.
Wicked.
If Matty would have lost momentum behind me.
Yeah, oh, I don't know. What's he going to go forward or back? I think he's going back, isn't he? These two ones are...
It's making me better fucking go back and trying to at least swing across at the pressure.
As long as you can get onto here, because that's rock hard.
I reckon if I can get back enough, I can probably get across here.
Yeah. You'll have one shot at it. Give it the berries, mate.
If I can get to here, I reckon we'll give it a go.
Place a bet on whether he's going to get out or not in one hit, you reckon? Friendly bet.
Has he got 4 maxis?
I look like 3 to me just then. Look at that.
I reckon he will. Once he's up and out.
Yeah. He'll have to hold it.
Oh, fuck.
He'll have to hold the shit out of it.
I just want to hear it.
Yeah. Sounds weird. It's like whistle. Hey, Kippy.
Hello.
Oh, it turns to slop, doesn't it?
Oh, it's just like milk.
Bit of gravy.
A bit of bloody white chocolate super shake.
Another shake.
Them dunes just disappear though.
Yeah, I know. More cars to get on this, the worse it is. Come on, Betty. Oh, he's belly.
You got a front locker.
If that doesn't work, we'll get someone to come down here.
Yeah,
just pull him out that way.
Yeah, pull him
Yeah, beautiful.
It's going to have to be you or Brownie. There's no one big enough weight with my Ranger to pull him out.
Have you done it before?
No, I know it's not going to do
Well,
it.
there's no better time to try.
My Ranger ain't pulling 3 tonne and bottomed out. No chance.
I reckon you'd be surprised with snatch strap.
I reckon I'd go straight down as well.
Yeah.
100%.
I'll tell you what though, I'm prepared to take that risk.
Let you V8, mate. I'm prepared for you to take that risk too.
No, I'm prepared for you to take that risk in your car. One of us will come down here, Matty.
Yeah, no, you dipped out.
It's because all that sand in your rims.
That's what it is, man.
She went down. All right, we'll get a car coming up here. It's bloody swallowing it, isn't it? Shit, I reckon down the lower you go, the wetter it is, eh? You should see you're churning.
That is the stop off. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, winchy job, that'll be good. Yeah, good angle. Big dog, bring the big dog in.
Yeah, get the big rig in.
Yeah, I know.
Get it going.
What are you snatching or winching?
Winch. Just go for that.
Get a rear winch. Oh,
no,
winch. Yeah, sweet as brother.
Because he's probably a bit
Yeah, good. Yeah, good call.
He's a bit fancier than mine.
Yeah, needs it because it's a big fatty.
Yeah. 200 series.
Hey, can you just pull it out while you're there?
Hold strong, tug a war. See who wins.
Right, sorry, you want the car out? Yeah, no worries.
Let me take it off free spool then.
Yeah.
Brownie man to the rescue.
I mean, I didn't stitch it up much.
I think, Jazz, no matter what we do, we're going to get picked on YouTube anyway.
I was thinking if you like we could have dug down a shitload more to get the max he's under, but he's that bellied.
Yeah, I'm waiting for someone's going to take the piss though. I encourage it. Oh, nice. Geez, I got it. I got this. I got ya. Smart. As soon as that got on the max tracks, that popped up, eh?
Yeah,
it didn't take much, did it?
I tell you what the issue was everyone, when we pulled up there and being so deep and soft, I should have read it earlier and just hung right back. This thing's like 3.6.
Yeah, but I don't think it was that. Have you seen it? You need to go and look over there. Yeah. Each person that went through, it turned it more into a milkshake. Yeah. You need to have a look how wet and soft it is, man.
I reckon, hectic. I think Brownie's owes me a few cans because he destroyed that ground.
Oh, definitely Brownie's fault.
Hey, I made
Would you agree?
No, I made it.
Yeah.
I don't see the issue here.
Nah, really, I don't know, man. I'm going to go do a few runs up and down to wash all the sand and everything off.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, against your better judgment, you would never go usually take a track like this, would you? Nah. You'd usually pick the shrub, wouldn't you? 100%. And go hard. And that's what we thought, we're not trying to wreck anything.
No, definitely not.
We're just not trying to be stupid at the same time.
100%.
I think it's the amount of, underneath it, we weren't sure if it was a rising, the tide underneath the sand or what it was.
No, I know, or the water table,
there's no salt there.
Yeah,
exactly. There's no salt there. It's fresh water.
Yeah, exactly. So now we know. Now we know.
Yeah. Look, it all ended well, so great bit of fun, and it's just part of forward.
Yeah, exactly. Easy peasy, no stress, and all having a laugh, mate. Right, well, nicely done, Matty. Yeah. Now here's a it's pissing down. Here's a perfect example of work smarter, not harder. My man, well done, dude.
Don't be a dumb.
Bye. Oh, go on, jump on. I just wanted you to go ass off, eh?
I don't think these are necessary designs.
No. Yeah.
But if I was going to do it on anyone, it would be Matty's.
Yeah, 100%. Job done, eh? I don't reckon even joke about driving up and down to clean it. You could.
I'm thinking
You should, eh? Just clean the rims.
I'm thinking about it, man.
Oh, thank God. I always do that, man. Yeah. Good, Brownie. Getting creative. Getting creative with the old camera angles, mate. Hold on, little one. Do not do this at home. Yeah. Imagine you rocking up as an Uber. I'm dead.
And this is where we stop.
Okay, wouldn't be a WACA trip without a change of plans. We're taking a track. Don't know where it goes to, but we have a fair idea. So hopefully this does come to fruition. So it's a perfect day to be driving around in the cars because the weather's a little bit average. Hopefully she clears up this Arvo by the time we get to bloody camp. So this is fun. This is the time of your life. You need to get down here. God, I am so stunned at how well Jared's getting that freaking Hino up everything. I had a drive of it before actually, and I will have another one and I'll try and film a little bit during Jared's walkthrough of his of the Hino. I hope I'm saying that right. And I'll tell you what, completely different experience as far as you've got to keep an eye on so much more because it's so much wider, and you're sitting on top of the front wheel, so you've got a completely different perspective and you've got to watch a whole new set of like mirrors and stuff like that, if that makes sense. But so impressed, so bloody impressed. So this is a perfect example at the moment. We've actually made it to our destination and we're gonna be able to make it to our destination because we talked about this, Jazz, before we come along, that common sense has to play a big role in situations just like this.
Yeah.
So,
for this thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So right now it's myself, Jared, and Maddie over the back there. We're sitting here just back from the beach. There's a beach entrance just there. Brownie and Tomo have taken the beach track up, like the beach run, and it looks, well, I wouldn't take, yeah, thanks mate, oh bloody ants, I would not take this on the beach, especially on that beach. It's looking quite angry and boggy right now. Threw the drone up and we found another track, oh dude, we found another track that goes inland and we'll be able to get basically within a stone's throw from them guys. So we are checking our pies and we're going over there to eat pies and have a couple of beers, mate, at the cliffs. Common sense, man, that's what it is.
Got away.
Yeah.
Too far from home.
I was saying to the camera before, I cannot believe what you've put this thing through, eh?
Oh, it's why I was so desperate to do this trip.
Yeah.
Like, I know this is probably the hardest going it's gonna.
Oh, 100%.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's what Jared was saying to me before. You were saying it's never going to get like this, like a trek like this again, unless he comes with the lads. But he just wants to make sure that the wife and kids, if you guys are alone,
in a spot,
you can get out.
Yeah,
you know.
I know the worst. Possibility of where it's got to go.
Yeah. I was explaining before that you're going to look at so many more things. Compared to a normal 4B, it's like you're sitting on top of the wheel. You've got to know your placement.
Yeah.
So no, it's very interesting. But honestly, keep an eye out for the walkthrough there, because I want to show driving it and stuff like that, and I want to show all the cab and everything. So This here, it's like, I love that I get to drive it. Yeah, I'm in love a little bit, I'll be honest with you. But all right, let's get down there. So heading up now, this will be the main obstacle for Jared. I'll just show you. Jazz, that's not too bad, man. I think you'll be fine. You just, it's quite hard, so I'll just wait over this other side for you.
Sweet, mate. Doesn't drop off real quick or to the right or left or anything?
Nah, nothing like that, just perfect. It's actually, it sort of stays one level, so all good. Oh, well done. How was that?
Good, mate.
Perfect.
I reckon I'd be screwed if this wasn't leaf sprung.
Yeah, gotcha.
Just help it bounce.
Bounce over the, yeah, gotcha, give that bit of momentum. Ah, lovely work, mate. I think that'll be the only one, I think. Well, boy, am I glad that we took that bloody track that Brownie showed us as well, because it's led all the way to the cliffs here. We're actually not even that far from the South Australian border. It's insane. We chose to leave Jared's truck just up on the landing. It's probably about 30 metres that way, just in a safe spot. We're pretty confident he could come down here, but we just don't want to take our chances, you know, because our aim was to get in the camp quite early today. So it's lunchtime now. I cracked a beer because I've always wanted to come here. I think that's the Baxter Cliffs right there. And this is, just keep doing ticks, you know. I wanted to come here for years, so I wanted to enjoy a beer here with the guys as well. So cheers, Shelter, and cheers to you guys for always, you know, commenting and supporting us. I wouldn't be able to do trips like this without you guys, so thank you. But I'm going to stop rambling on, beers with the lads, and then we head back, and all we're going to do now is find camp. Since we got in so late last night, it's a nice chill day. So now, guys, we've actually, we backtracked from the cliffs back to our entrance to the Dune area. So now we've gone back up to the top of the entry road, and now we are heading down the coast again on the back coastal track, you'd say, like the bush track. So this is all new territory now, and the only thing I have on my mind is finding a bloody camp and getting a big old fire going. All the guys are absolutely in the mood for a nice big fire tonight to make up for last night, because last night we were absolutely rooted, and you're gonna have nights like that, especially after days like that. But tonight we're feeling it, because today has been another awesome day, but not as tiring. But again, it comes back to the old sleep situation.
think Pete's realised it.
Well guys, we finally made it to a small clearing along this track. Now this has been absolute hell for Jared, absolute hell. But I don't actually know what the plan is tomorrow because we don't know how long that's really tight for. So we're going to come up with a plan tonight. So the main thing is now we're so happy that we found a bloody good campsite. So thanks to Matt going in front and scouting for us. So got the fire going. Gonna still do that chicken and rice dish for dinner. I'm not sure whether I'll film it or not because it's already on the channel, but if so, go back. It's one of the best meals I've ever cooked. That's why I'm cooking it again. It's absolutely unreal. I think it's just beers, thank you to bloody Shelter. And then we're still all in the mood to bloody really enjoy this night. We've come to camp at a really good time. It was an awesome bloody day. And then we've got to talk about plans tomorrow. So I will see you in the next episode, third episode. This is only the second day. I'm going to do an episode each day depending on what type of stuff we film. So wacampingadventures.com.au for your bloody merch. Patreon, if you want to get involved, there's a heap of extra content throughout this series. It's going to be awesome. There's heaps of content from past series, and I've been posting content for ages. We've gone on campouts. We're going to do more campouts. It's going to be absolutely awesome. If you feel like you enjoyed this series or you're enjoying it so far, you know, put a thumbs up there if you feel like, but mainly comment because I love talking to you guys. Well, good morning, guys. Real quick one this morning, as you can see. Cereal for brekkie. That's bloody weird, isn't it? There's a little bit of a plan today. Literally behind the camera, Kip's got the drone up, and he's sort of just looking forward along the track. I think we've got about 2.5 to 3 Ks of this tightish stuff until it's sort of, the track looks like it leads across a heap of like salt lakes or salt pans. So hopefully it bloody opens up, because I'm glad Jared turned the radio down in that thing yesterday, because I feel like he would have been abusing us. So, but no, he did very well to take it through, I've got to be honest, but I would have had a tear rolling down my cheek. Dull that fire down, we'll quickly get packed up and we'll head on down the beach towards Israelite Bay. I don't know whether we'll get to Israelite Bay today. I think we will, because we are leaving sort of early enough. But let's bloody see what happens. Geez, the old terrain keeps changing this morning. So far, touch wood, there seems to be less. There are tight spots, but they seem to be more greeny, you know, green leaves, more cleaning the car than anything. But fingers crossed it stays nice and sort of open like this.
Good morning and welcome to day 4. We just packed up camp, had some breakfast, and we are back on the track. We camped just off the Telegraph track last night. It was getting a bit late in the day, and I think we were all a bit over the tight, scratchy track, very slow, very dusty. So we just wanted to, first place we found, we pulled over, got set up, had a fire, and just cranked the music and had a very good night. Today's agenda is a little bit up in the air. We're going to try to head towards Israelite Bay. But after yesterday, so we got about 10 Ks into the Telegraph track. Apparently there's about 30 to go. And that 10 Ks took us a good couple of hours, very, very slow. If we can get to Israelite Bay at a reasonable time, we'll just camp up there. If it takes until nightfall, then we'll do the same. Hopefully get there early, have a bit of explore. In the next few days, hopefully we'll just be chilling out, low kilometer, low hour days, checking out the sites, maybe even camp in a couple of places for a couple of nights, just see how it goes. We'll follow along and we'll see where we end up.
So bloody, thank God she opened up, guys. We're just getting a little bit of firewood here. Behind me there's an absolute beautiful view, and down that way she opens right up and you can see a big old line of the telegraph poles, which signals, I've asked Brownie, that this is the start of the old telegraph line there. So this is the sort of iconic part that sort of drew me to this area and wanting to do a trip like this. So I can't wait to see what's ahead of us. A nice open plains, we can get a bit of speed up and probably cover a fair bit of ground, I hope. Geez, we are covering some bloody ground today. I'm stoked. It's funny, this would be a completely different experience a couple of days ago when it might have rained. I can see even in this dry section with the weight on Jared's truck, he's sort of still breaking that crust a little bit. And even when we were cutting firewood, it was super slippery underneath your feet. So I'm very glad of our timing. Not sure where we're going to end up. Keep following this. This will be a good little make-up for yesterday, just to cover a bit of ground. It's really bloody nice to cruise along at this speed and the bloody view that we've got. Oh my God. Can't wait to see what's ahead. I think it's just going to keep getting better.
Yeah, we had a military use of the for decades. Track to the right, Brownie was saying, Pete.
Yeah, beauty, mate. Well, guys, so we've just pulled up and we've found that on this salt pan there's a big old puddle. So we got the two front guys, Brownie and Maddie, to walk it. And what we're thinking, if the sort of crust gives away on top, we're going to get the myself and Kit in front of Jared, so we can at least get through. And then if Jared sort of breaks the crust and sinks, we can. We got 4 cars to winch off, you know. So that's the way we're thinking in our little pea brains. But it doesn't seem too bad. It's I feel like you can't be like a dick and, you know, assume it's going to be all right, because I reckon once you get stuck in a spot like this, you're buggered. Yeah, it felt quite hard when I went through Jazz.
I was telling the lads on, I think it was Friday, when we were heading towards Norseman, going through some salt lakes, that if we happen to see some emus running around on the salt lakes, I really wanted to stop and get some footage of that. Bit of a bucket list tick off for this trip, and I can now say it's ticked off. So this track we're just on now, follow this salt lake, come across about half a dozen emus. I do believe they were young emus, because they were very inquisitive of us. They weren't afraid at all. They come pretty close to the cars and they sort of wander away and then come back again. A very nice experience to have. Hopefully the footage comes out well for you.
Well, tell me that you're not gonna break my heart. Oh, tell me that you're not gonna run me ragged. Hey, tell me that you're always gonna be by my side. You tell me lies.
This is just proof that we do walk stuff. How is, mate?
It's a hard bottom on drink there, but I just feel squishy between my toes.
Bit of a lump here.
Lump right there.
There's a lump. I'm pointing the camera at a lump too. Yeah. So guys, it's 11:15 now. We've been traveling for a while. We've still got about 50 to 55 Ks to get to Israelite Bay. And so Jared and I, we've a really good tip. One of the best things I've done on this trip, bring those bloody full containers. Yeah, and Jared's got his travel buddy, so we're using his. He's got plenty of battery power, plenty of room, and he's actually got a prep area here to get your food ready. Another thing, this is that chicken and rice, the leftovers last night that I cooked. Jared's thinking, yeah, we'll just throw a bit of cheese on top, throw it in the travel buddy. But shit, that made so much. So in that little cooker that I've got with the lid on it, that fit. That had 3 leftover containers of this. Gave us a container each last night, and also the boys had a bowl each as well. So it made a shitload, didn't it? Anyway, we'll throw this in here, low heat, let the cheese melt, and then put a timer on for what, hour? Yeah, it looks like you have, eh?
Yeah, hour and low.
Perfect.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm starving too. Yeah, nice meal. I'm laughing my head off. Yeah, sounds right, mate.
I reckon that's it. I love a smooth track coming off the salt plains, salt lakes, whatever you want to call them, into this limestoney, rocky, sandy beach country. So we're going fast, slow, a lot of water lying around. Good fun on the salt lakes. Some fairly hard bottom but pretty slippery on top. Excuse me. So it's been made for some entertaining driving. Following Brownie and watching his arse end slide around. Front steering one direction, butt going the other. Yeah, it's rather enjoyable.
Holy shit, we just went through a heap of puddles and it's soft. There's a lot of water around. Oh, actually, there's one here. I might be able to show you, but geez, it like blocks your vision there for a second. One of the holes back there, I sort of went through. All the milk come up, like all the milky water come up on the windscreen. I ended up veering off the track onto the extra soft stuff. So yeah, let's see how this one is. Yeah, there goes Jared. Pretty hard bottom though, eh, Jazz?
Yeah, that's good, mate, that one.
Oh god. Oh shit, that's soft there. Oh shit. Come on. Oh! Surprised the old battery light hasn't come on. Bumpy. Oh man, this is one of the best tracks ever. I don't know what it is. Don't know if it's because it's so remote. Just keeps getting better and better. I'm so surprised. Oh, nice one, Jazz. Taking the old outside route.
Alright, we just finished our lunch and we're back on the tracks. It was a travel buddy kind of lunch. I had a couple of sausage rolls I threw in a couple of hours ago, just on a low heat. And the rest of the boys, I believe, had some leftover chicken and, or what else was in that? Like a chicken risotto that Pete cooked up last night. So they had that. And I think Maddie may have had a pie. So yeah, the travel buddy's got to work out for our lunch. We just pulled up in one of the salt lakes, spent probably half an hour, 40 minutes, talk some smack. Now we're back on the tracks, heading towards the beach. Been a bloody good day so far.
I learned to love the cage you keep me in, but the walls keep closing in, and I don't wanna die, but your poison feels so right. Why do I want you when you're bad for me? My perfect storm, my beautiful catastrophe. My perfect storm, my beautiful catastrophe.
So we are probably about 7.5 k's from Israelite Bay itself, but we thought we'd drop into the beach beforehand, which is Bronzeweiler Bay or Bronzeweiler Beach. Sounds inviting, doesn't it? Swim time? Nah. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the water's like. The boys up the front are saying that it's incredible, and the photos that I've seen and stuff like that looks incredible. So I cannot wait to see this. Just coming around the corner now.
Addiction, you're a guilty affliction, yeah. I can't breathe, I need to get some air, but it's a toxic addiction. You're a guilty affliction, yeah. You can't breathe and you just need some air. Give me all of your lies, 'cause you're my demon in disguise. I learned to love the cage you keep me in, but the walls keep closing in, and I don't wanna die. Your poison feels so right. Why do I want you when you're bad for me? My perfect storm, my beautiful.
Cheers, guys. Finally made it here. Thank you so much for your bloody support. You know, I don't think I'd be able to make it here without the support of you guys and the support of bloody the Patreons as well. It means the world to me. Thank you.
There's nothing in your way. There's nothing in your way. The whole damn world is yours. If you could only see. Is there something on your mind? Is there something on your mind? When you can't trust a thing. I hope you trust in me.
I don't think I've ever seen the colour like this. The colour of this water, dude. Jesus Christ, I feel like I'm freaking Brody Moss. Oh, God. And I'll tell you what, it wouldn't be as special as sharing it with the freaking crew that I've got. There are guys that aren't here that I really miss, and I wish they were here. You guys know who you are. But God damn, it's a good excuse for us to come back again. Yeah, I'm gobsmacked. This is so beautiful, and we're very lucky that the weather's been good to us. Yeah, I don't know, man. What do you reckon, brother? Yeah. Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
On your kit.
A very long time in the making.
Oh, mate. I was just saying, I've been wanting to come here, I reckon, over 10 years.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Shallow all the way out.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna be here again for a bloody long time, so I'm gonna go have a look. Oh.
Yeah, easy on the spot up here on the sunset is any good.
Oh, geez. Isn't it amazing on these longer trips? There's nothing better than having a nice fresh shower, and that's what I've just done. Finished having a shower, all clean, ready to tuck into a couple of beers and a nice dinner. We're cooking pesto pasta tonight, myself and Jared, so I'm not sure how much more I'm going to film today, but just because it's such a beautiful afternoon, I wanted to take this one for myself. But what I'll do, I might film a little bit of get a bit of footage of the dinner and stuff like that, because I wanted to sort of show you as I go. But guys, thank you so much for bloody watching. I might see you later on at dinner, but until then, wacampingadventures.com.au, get your merch and stuff like that. There should be stuff up there, I'm pretty darn sure. Should be new hats in the store as well. I love these ones, I love the colour. Consider becoming a Patreon, you know, blah blah blah, you know the spiel by now. We do camp outs, I do extra episodes every month or every trip, so yeah, consider becoming one to support the channel. It goes a long bloody way. And if you got the time, throw a comment down below as well. I love engaging with you guys, and let me know what you think, most importantly. So I can't thank you enough. I'm so happy that we bloody got here to, you know, I ticked another item off my bucket list, and I'm so bloody happy about it. But plenty more of this track to go. We've got a long way to go still. I think it's just under 200 Ks, so this is going to be really great. The next couple of days and the next couple of episodes are going to be really fun, I think. How we going, mate? Good morning.
Good morning.
How'd you sleep, pal?
Bloody well. How about yourself?
Yeah, good. So I wanted to give you guys a bit of a backstory. For the last 3 nights, you've been trying to do these night lapses.
Trying, I've been succeeding.
Tell us the story behind all that. So first night, it was the dunes, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the dunes. It was one I was really hoping to nail, but I was lazy and put it on auto.
Yeah.
That's the only one that actually went all night. So I had 11 and a half hours worth of black screen effectively. The first couple of hours just really dark sky, and then the wind blew the GoPro over. And had another good, 9.5 hours worth of sand. Black sand.
And then
very artistic. The last 2 nights, for whatever reason, my external battery pack has not been powering it, so it's been running out of power. I don't know how long it's been running for. 2 nights ago it was 20 seconds worth of time lapse, which is probably 4 hours or something like that. And then last night it was 14 seconds. So it's progressively getting worse.
But there's the picture quality getting better.
The picture quality's getting better.
The lens is the right way up.
Yeah, well, it's facing the sky. But I've been, like, last night I did it for 30-second shutter, long exposure.
Yep.
And it's basically a series of short videos over time rather than doing one long constant one. And the night before I did it at 15 seconds.
Yep.
And basically the same settings, except the shutter at 15 seconds open for. That one was still pretty dark. And then last night doing the 30 was quite bright. You can see all the stars moving. They're a lot sharper.
Yeah, I did see that.
It's much better quality.
Yep.
But for whatever reason, I've just got to figure out why my power system's not working for it.
Well, that's good. We've got plenty of nights still to go. But I was going to say, guys, so you've got 2 Instagram handles. So you got Travelling Tomo.
I just recently
I'll put
changed
it up on the screen. Yep.
So
okay, go on.
It's now the Bearded Tomo.
Yep.
For obvious reasons.
Yep.
And then I got my birding account, which is West Oz Birding.
Yeah, good. I'll put it up anyway because you got to go and check out his bird photos. They're freaking incredible. Yeah, I'd like to get a couple framed.
20 minutes on about 280 degrees.
They
come out beautifully.
Oh shit, dude, you're a laugh. All right, we'll get packed up, eh?
Yeah, back on the road.
Let's do it, buddy.
Get some K's in today, eh?
I love it. Well, good morning, guys. An absolute beautiful sleep last night. How'd you sleep, brother?
Yeah, bloody awesome.
Really good. It was a still night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was dead silent.
Yeah, so basically after we saw the jetty, I just wanted to sign out and just take the afternoon for us, you know. We had a real nice afternoon. We were all a little bit tired too, weren't we?
Yeah, did a bit of driving yesterday.
Yeah, it was.
Into it early.
But it was a freaking good drive.
Oh, it was good fun.
You and I were a little bit tired too, eh? Yeah, we stayed up till like, 1:45.
Yeah,
it was early morning.
It was definitely the day after.
Yeah. I didn't sit down with Brownie yesterday and sort of tell you guys where we were going to go because it was quite obvious. And yeah, sorry, it was. We were tired again.
Yeah,
tired. But I've got him this morning. I got the big fella this morning. We've come up with a bit of a plan. So first off, we were going to spend 2 nights here, weren't we?
Yeah, we were going to hang around for 2.
Yeah.
Have a muck around in the area, look at all the old telegraph station huts and bits and pieces. And then,
which we will still.
Yeah, and then we're going to see how the beach was after dropping onto it yesterday. And
rock hard, wasn't it, brother?
Yeah, it was awesome. That was a killer little spot. So, but we'll see how we go today.
Yeah, so we've gotten restless. Basically, I've got this thing where I like to sort of just try and dot my way back to my destination to shorten the drive. Always done that, and Brownie's so bloody easy going. He's like, yeah, no worries, I'll have a look at some other spots. And we found another spot around the Duke of Orleans general area. We've found a spot that looks potentially good.
Yep.
So how can you remember, or a ballpark, how long we've got to go today?
At a guess, probably that track probably do another 3 hours on.
Yep.
I reckon 3 to 4 hours, depending how
many tyre stops.
Yeah, tyre checks.
Checks.
Puddle walks.
Filming.
We do this time as well.
Do you reckon it'll be wet, dude?
Well, it'd be interesting to see. Like, that was the wet part last time we come out that Salt Lake.
Yep.
On the way out, had a little bit of mud about it.
Yep.
And the whole track was bull dust, and pretty well 90% of the track we've driven so far has been water.
Yeah, it has, hasn't it? So you reckon it might be a lot of the same?
Yeah, I reckon we could do the same.
I'm very happy.
I'm not complaining.
I'm fine
with
that.
Fun. So,
What else could we expect today? Can you remember much about along that Fisheries Road, is it?
yep. So yeah, so the track turns into Fisheries Road.
Yep.
And it's pretty easy drive.
Yep.
Nothing too hard. A couple little washed out spots. So, but we'll cover that ground.
Yeah.
Pretty easy, I reckon.
Yeah.
Be a nice cruisy drive.
And hopefully we're looking at pictures of this spot and it looks quite promising, but we don't know. Awesome. You never know. And I notice around this area a lot, especially as we get closer to like National Park and all that shit, it's like a lot of gates.
Yeah,
a lot of,
there's a lot of areas closed off.
Yeah,
like national parks, and
it frustrates the hell out of me. But there must be a reason for it.
Yeah.
So it's funny, guys. Just Jared just reminded me by turning his compressor on. We were talking to the guys about so along this the extent of this trip, you would have seen Jared using a Milwaukee cordless chainsaw, and then you would have seen Tomo using a cordless Ryobi chainsaw. Now, one thing that Jared's done, and one thing I do at home, especially because I got the Ryobi cordless drills and shit like that, is buy everything around that one brand. And Jared's exactly done that. Being a chippy, a roof chippy in normal everyday life, I wanted to show you this just quickly. It's a Milwaukee cordless compressor. Just before I do the run through on his, I'll show it extensively on the run through, but what a great little idea, because you find that the batteries for these things are the most expensive out of everything. So it's good to sort of build up a bit of a library. He's actually got two of the compressors, one in each side, because he needs something quite powerful, and it's quite impressive how much power that little thing's got, you know? Insane. So before we head out and see the telegraph station ruins, Brownie's taken us on a little loop track that shows you a couple of these small, cottages and ruins around the joint around Israelite Bay. So you've got these beautiful big whale bones there, and that's exactly what Brownie wanted to try and spot this trip as well. So. And you got this beautiful FJ40, probably been sitting there for years and years. I don't think you can camp here at all, but I think it's just a nice little thing to see. Old limestone cottage, an old tin roof, absolutely beautiful. And it's actually kept in really good nick. I think it might be used for some sort of caretaker duties. So we'll be nipping off around the loop track and having a look at, there's a little grave site there. And then we'll move on to the telegraph station. Got the old Max Trax holders, Jazz, reckon? Hey, they're not going anywhere, are they?
Nah.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, someone's been having some fun in here. So I've seen this telegraph station in a heap of other videos, and I tell you what, you have to come here for yourself. I am absolutely gobsmacked at the detail and the beauty of this place. I thought it was more ruins. It really sort of is not ruins. It's just missing its roof, but everything else is still in immaculate condition as far as I'm concerned, you know. Like the limestone work. Being a brickie, I can actually really appreciate it, and it's nice here, and they got the chimneys, and it's all properly done, and it's absolutely beautiful. You got the mouldings around the windows, the letterbox slots on the front, like the underground storage for and Kip, you know, I obviously not smart enough, my little head to think, oh, I wonder what that was for, you know, and Kip's like, nah, think about the year that it was, you know, it was early 1900s, so no fridges, nothing to keep it cool, so it was cool storage for underneath for meat, milk, everything like that. And I tell you what, the people who have done this, I never take the time to actually think about what they might have gone through, and it would have been bloody hectic. So I'm going to spend a little bit more time having a look at all the nooks and crannies. Wow. Insane, like all the door frames, the footings, it's just absolutely beautiful. Now it's sort of inspired me to go back into reception and Google what this was looked like in all its glory, you know, when it was first built. So the location of it alone is insane. I don't know, I don't really know what else to say. It's just so absolutely beautiful. I'm so glad we made the trip, the remote trip, to come out and see this, because on this trip, I was actually talking loosely with Andrew Marr about coming down here, and then I got the invite from Brownie. And I'll tell you what, Brownie, when you watch this, thank you, dude. I'm so glad that I take these opportunities, because this is, this is a little bit life-changing for me. It's just been so beautiful and incredible.
Says,
so, Kit, what does this say, mate?
Are you a vandal or just a fool who defaces old buildings? I'm pretty sure that's what it says.
Yeah. What do you reckon that said for?
I wonder.
Yeah, you go inside, I'll show a tiny bit of it. The amount of shit drawn on the wall by people.
It doesn't matter where you go, there's always graffiti of some nature, some sort of damage.
Luckily, it doesn't take away the character of the building though, you know. Brownie, this is your second time seeing this now. Shit, man, you really underspoke it to me.
Yeah, well,
it's really nice.
It's crazy how much we got from last time coming here tonight.
Oh, good, man. So it's a bit refreshing for you? Yeah, good stuff. Absolutely beautiful. How many chimneys is there? 4? There's a couple more in there.
I think it was 2 on each.
Yeah.
I think I could see 3 from the distance. I don't know if there's one falling down or something.
We'll soon find out anyway. The old drone footage got it.
Hey Pete, there's a kangaroo just here on my left as you come around.
So that there, I think it was called Israelite Hill. That's been the best view of the trip so far. And I was saying to the guys that there was a nice cool breeze blowing through from the ocean, and it just changes, depending on the weather, it changes the whole experience that you'll have here. If it was hot up there, you'd be covered in flies, and there's a few March flies as well, but that little bit of breeze keeps it nice and cool, keeps the sun keeping you nice and warm, and it's just absolutely awesome. So now onto the original plan, which is keep going down the old telegraph track and see what we see along the way, and make our way towards that camp later on. Always allowing for a plan B, just in case there's gates, as we mentioned, you know, it's quite common in this area, so, or where we're heading anyway, but we've got the next sort of 80 to 90 Ks untouched type of thing, and then we'll start entering national parks possibly. So we've just come up to this little section of track where the main track that used to be, it's so eroded and washed out that it is absolutely impassable. So I'm just taking, there's a track that's been built around it, so I'll film the boys coming through it, but even that's not even the flashiest, as you can see. No worries. Yeah, fun. Yeah, it gets soft down that middle, doesn't it?
Can't get any speed. Could be fun.
Yeah. Maxis? Maybe a tiny bit of... So this was the interesting one that I wanted to show, just because Jared's got like a fair bit wider wheelbase than us, so he's obviously pushing straight against a flat wall there, and it's hard to get momentum, and it's so soft in the middle there. So what we're going to do, this is a perfect opportunity to show you these bloody recovery boards that he got. They're just like a big set of max tracks for these larger trucks, but you got the idea. Your dad and your uncles, eh? Yeah, they're house transporters and they use them on the big trucks, you know. So for anyone who wants to see like this fully bogged down to its axles and get out with those boards, yeah, there's a Patreon video, like a full-length Patreon video where we got stuck in the dunes, but nothing to worry about at all. But I find these situations fun, and they're good to learn as well. Like, you know, I never stop bloody learning. So what we'll do, guys, we'll sort of just dig this away a little bit because his tyres are sort of running up this run here. Yeah, mate, have a bloody rest, eh? Yeah.
But you could be at work right now, man, mixing dab up.
Yeah, making me think of it.
Yeah. Once you get here though, Jared, it was pretty hard, mate. It's crusty and hard. Yep. You just have to keep high right, mate, as the best you can. But I think once you get through that section there, you're probably going to be okay, mate.
Alright, here we go. Can't pass it, don't you?
Oh, you're here at the right time, ain't you, mate?
Got some essentials.
We need the whole back thing dug out, so good on you.
Yeah,
thanks for coming.
No worries, give us a couple of hours.
We're going to have a couple of beers, mate.
Don't take the piss, mate. We need this job done real quick, okay?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no invoices.
I'm paid by the hour, not the job. What'd you do, your leg, mate?
Hey?
That'll work.
Oh,
yeah.
Bit of claret.
Bit of claret there, mate.
Carnage.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was. I think Pete kicked me.
You totally just used that as an opportunity to cock your legs up, didn't you?
I did.
I'm not complaining. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Volunteering as a... I honestly reckon Brownie's over there just trying to look busy.
Yeah.
There was nothing on that shovel, man.
What's up, man? All good, mate?
Go, mate, go on! Well done! Ah, come on, Jazz! Thank you. Come on, Jazz. Go back. A few maxes in there. Yeah. Oh, how's that?
That's a decent angle.
This angle's decent. We'll probably need to do some digging there.
Yeah. What are you doing, Jared? Just waiting for a mate?
Hey? Oh, can he come back a tad?
Yeah, hold up. We'll throw a max track on the back.
I'm just going to throw a max track underneath both sides. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, hey, you'll at least go onto the
Brownie.
max track and then we can build it up.
You go right hand down, and this side goes higher, and you drop back down to my level. Okay, I'll go back there, go right. Just go back to that and see how it play out.
He's going to keep going up if he...
Go forward is up.
Go right
hand down. If you can, I don't know if it's going to let you turn.
You want to throw a max under here? It's production, or what do you want to do?
Can't turn?
You're just spinning here, mate.
So can he spin right? See, his only reason he's spinning.
If he starts heading back, will he level out?
Not from there, he won't.
So stick that back toolbox straight into that bank now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Probably maybe the side steps on that. Yeah.
Right, so we've levelled that out now. Well, a lot better than it was. We've got the winch hooked up on the other side on Brownie's car. And we're just repositioning all the tracks and that. And basically, as you can see down here, got those boards that'll self-level it. So Jared's saying he doesn't even care if he ends up back there again, and then we can prepare the whole track just to get out, but we'll keep going anyway.
So I'd really like to do a bit more digging and try and get this max track under here.
Yeah. Or a max track, even move that other one under there.
Yeah.
So what we're doing here, while we're digging that side under the truck turned off, Jared's diesel pulls from this the tank on this side, and what's happened because it's on the angle, all the diesel's gone to the other side and it's run out of fuel. So we've got the one chance to do this.
Quick being a mechanic.
On you get.
Come on, Jared. Right
Right here. No, you're right. You're probably not right. You're right.
I'll just straight there. No, hold on, Joe. We're still digging deep and dirty. We've got to get those tractions up front wheel, guys.
Yeah.
Go on, yeah, go on. Okay, hold it there. How far do you want to go? Hold on a sec. I'm going to say for you, how far do you want to go? What are we going to do here?
Jazz, did you let a sigh of relief like I just did?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Well done, boys. Well done. Now we've got to get back out.
Yeah, fun part.
Nah, Brownie, keep going like that. He's nothing but a good helper.
Shower last night, but I have another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a bloody council worker over there.
Put a couple of maxi tracks on, then that black rubber to cover it, and then we won't fucking bury that.
Yeah, mint.
Yep. That's my contribution.
You ready? A couple of fucking maxi. Worker, supervisor, safety rep, union rep.
You're gonna sink again a little bit. All good. Right there.
Well, Jared,
There you go.
Go on. That's it, buddy. Hey! Hold on.
Freddie's like, oh, okay, I'll let it out. So that was a bit of a sigh of relief, I think, by everyone. That was a good effort. At least you know how you can sort of get that out if you ever got into trouble. Joe was sort of saying, you know, if you didn't have any of us there, you just dig for 3-4 hours.
Yeah, if I come to that, you know, situation, there was nothing.
Yep.
To get around, you just sit there digging.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it's good bloody teamwork, mate. That was brilliant. And then we breathe a sigh of relief, and then poor old Kip comes up and says, "Guess what? What happened, Kippy?"
I think they can see. I got a flat tire.
Hey, Jared, you got that compressor there, buddy? We have to just pump this Kip's laughing bag up.
This is just when we let it down. Just got to be careful.
Yeah, exactly. So you can get to the valve. Yeah.
What do they go up to?
Just until it inflates and lifts the car up. Have a look.
Just needs a bit of weight, that's all.
You ever thought of doing F1, mate? Pit crew?
No, way too quick for that.
No, good. Don't ever.
See?
I think that's it, mate.
She's
yeah.
Just here, mate.
Let it down again, mate, that's all.
Play around with that back at camp, eh? It's only just a little bit of a...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, good, mate.
So just before we found out that that Kip's tyre had some, it was just a bit of mud in the beaters, bugger all. We'll fix it back at camp because we'll really need to put some more weight on it. We'll let this down. We basically, just before we found that out, we threw all the travel buddies on. We got all pies and that, so probably just as soon as these are ready, we'll have something to eat and then progress on. Hopefully nothing else happens. Geez, I was waiting for the moment to do something like the big channels there. I was thinking of doing, like, you know, camping on the side of the track in the thumbnail. I'll do an outline in my head going, "Oh no," like that in the thumbnail. That'd be great.
We slept on the camp.
Yeah, we slept on the track. So for this whole trip, I thought I'd mention while we're here, while Kip's letting his last tyre down, me and Jared have sort of done our own food shots, but then each night we've sort of alternated who cooks. I didn't show you last night, but we didn't do a pesto pasta last night. We did a, what were they, like burritos?
Yeah, a little Mexican.
Yeah, they were nice.
Wrap thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
So today's plan, we're sort of meeting up during the day and saying, yeah, what do you feel like? I've got this, I've got this. Jared's like, I've got a little chicken roast, you know, in case we're a little bit unsure of where we're going to stay tonight. So at least if it ends up being late and uncomfortable, we can have this thing cooked. And is this it here, Jazz?
That's it.
Got the old boneless roasting chicken, the date 25th, mate. Yeah, still another week. Gonna throw it in the travel buddy because Jared's got like 400 batteries in here, so yeah, we'll throw that in the travel buddy. How long would that usually cook for? Maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours in a normal oven?
Yeah.
So Well, my rule of thumb, man, is double it with the travel buddy. So in worst case scenario, if it gets cooked too early, we'll just leave it in the travel buddy, turn it off, and then heat it up, or put it on the keep warm function, and then heat her up later. Slice it. Oh, how do you want to eat it? Like with a fork? I'm waiting. Yeah. Like slice it up in wraps or rolls, or cook some veggies on the pan or something maybe later.
Veggies, yeah.
Do a bit of a nice healthy roast.
An hour 20 oven.
Hour 20. So yeah, allow 3 hours. Yeah. 3.5 hours from this to heat up as well. Beautiful. That should be good. I'll show you the finished product later. We'll keep smashing down this track and see what it's got in store for us. Hopefully this camp tonight eventuates.
She keeps calling me so confused. She keeps calling me and not well. Been so long in this hell, so confused.
So this track that we're taking straight across this telegraph track seems to be up this end getting a heap more wetter. I'll try and get a bit of footage of how wet it actually is. I've just been enjoying the puddle so far, to be honest. So we're pretty much at the end of the, the wet and the boggy stuff type of thing. Now we're sort of just here at the start. I think it's called somewhere along Fisheries Road, I think. I don't think it's the start of it, but the boys are airing back up to 25. I'm at sort of 22, so I'm going to leave them there. I'm just going to throw this 40 litres of diesel back in because I'm getting pretty low on fuel. And that should cover me until the rest of the trip, basically, to get back out. So the next thing after this is we're going to try still get to that beach. So we might even have to air down again, to be honest. We'll see how we go. Thank you, guys. Boys. Thank you so much, lads. What a freaking adventure. Cheers. Yeah, cheers. Now, first off, guys, this, I need to let you know that last night we ended up at a caravan park of all bloody places. As it would happen, we were going to start a track, but it was getting close to 5 o'clock and we would have been driving into the night. We didn't know the conditions. It said impassable, didn't it?
Impassable and wet, and it's been very wet.
Yeah, we set the drone up too as well to have a look. So.
Yeah, so Matt, you threw the drone up, threw it down the track a little bit, and it just looked to be getting a lot worse. So
that, and it was a particularly narrow track. When we had an issue, we'd be able to turn that liner around.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to mention next that I would love to meet up with these guys, or possibly might shoot it tomorrow night, because we're ending the series here. But I'd love to do like a little debrief, look back on the trip with these guys around a fire. I'll try to, because there was so much interesting stuff that happened on this trip, wasn't there? It was a trip of a lifetime.
It never stopped.
No, it really didn't. It was tiring as well.
And didn't let down.
It did. No way in the world did it.
Except maybe the caravan park. Which is a lovely caravan park, but it's just not our style.
You're so right though. Caravan parks are like my little nightmare. Like it's far too close, there's no privacy, there's nothing like this. There's a freshwater stream right behind the camera, huh? Just a quick question. Hino, how did it go?
Right with it, mate. That's
put
it through its paces anyways, like
for eight and a half ton, did you say?
It'd be around that, yeah. I don't
no,
know.
I know, it's hard to know.
Exact, but yeah, it'd be around that.
9 ton with the beers.
9 ton with the beers.
Nah, stoked, mate.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Good run down for it.
Can I take the chance to thank you guys as well? Best crew in the world. I thank you, boys.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Cheers, and
What a trip.
we'll be 100%. Many more to come, but guys, I hope you've enjoyed this series. I wanted to keep the episodes long, but the amount of episodes short, just to try and cram a lot in. God damn, guys, the camera keeps turning off. I don't know what the deal is. But the next thing I was going to say is that for this series, I really hope that you've enjoyed it. I've tried to keep the amount of episodes short, so there's only 4 for this series, but I wanted to keep the episodes long. Let me know what you think of that format. But I don't want to piss around because that sun's sinking. Brandy's got the right idea. It's time to wrap this trip up. We've got a couple of days where I'm going to be shooting a few walk-arounds, but these are days to ourselves that we just really want to enjoy and wind down from this awesome action-packed trip. I don't know how many words it is, but like, subscribe if you like what you're seeing. Comment is the main thing. I love engaging with you guys, so comment away whether you like something or whether you don't. Let me know. wacampingadventures.com.au. Get your merch. There should be heaps of stuff online by the time this video comes out. Consider becoming a Patreon if you like what you see and you want to support the guys. We do extra campouts, we do extra episodes, I do behind the scenes episodes, I do early release episodes. Holy crap. How have I not started yet, Tomo? Thank you so much, guys. See you in the next series.
My Tesla charge for them bank rolls and I'm grinding. Money on my mind and I'm headed to the top. I won't stop until I find it. Write my name in diamonds, but all these lights are blinding. I wonder, is it worth it? Feel like I'm losing my mind. Yeah, remind me.
Don't be afraid of the dark. Be careful with stars. Not every light is gonna guide you, baby. Don't let them rain on your spark. Keep it close to your heart. All of the pressure's gonna drive you crazy.